How do you correctly set up a YouTube video when uploading and utilize things like tags, description, keywords and settings in a way that is going to fully optimize the video so that that video can get a lot of views? Because if you actually do these things wrong, it can actually ruin the chances of that video getting a lot of views when uploaded on the YouTube platform. So on this video, I'm going to be talking about the do and the don'ts when it comes to uploading so that your video can get a chance to start doing better and getting better views on your channel. And please, if you have any question, please drop it in the comment section. I'm going to reply immediately once I see it. And do remember to like, share and smash that subscribe button to stay connected, because I post a lot of tips and tutorials on a daily basis. Alright, let's get right to it. Now, the first thing that you should look into is your source file. When I say source file, I actually mean your thumbnail file and your video file. So before you upload that video on YouTube, make sure that those video file and that thumbnail file are not carrying an old name. So make sure that you rename them as the title that you are going to be using to upload that video on YouTube. And that is actually going to be good, because it's going to actually help your video to to rank better on YouTube. Although some YouTubers might say that it's not important, but to me I feel like it's very important, because I've done some research and I've seen that a lot of people actually does this before they upload their video on the YouTube platform. So make sure you are doing that, because as you can see on my YouTube folder right now, you see that all my files are mostly renamed as title. So make sure that you are utilizing this before uploading your videos on YouTube. Some other settings that you should look into is your audience selection settings, your plus 18 settings, and also your altered content settings. When it comes to this audience selection, I will advise that you actually put your video as not made for kids, so that YouTube can push your video out to a wider audience. Because if you are to put it as yes, it's made for kids, then YouTube is going to select kids as your audience. So the only time you can use that is if your video is actually made for kids. Then when it comes to that of plus 18 selection settings, then what you should do there is put it as no, it's not a plus 18 content, except your video is having plus 18 content. Then you can put it as yes, so that YouTube will know the kind of people to show your video, so your video is not going to put you in trouble or rather give you a strike. Then lastly, when it comes to the altered content, if you know your video is altered, you can put it as yes, but if nothing there is altered, then put it as no. So that's just how that works. Once you are done with that, simply go to video elements and then add about 2 to 3 cards on that your video. The reason why you should do this is so that while they are watching your video, they will be seeing like pop-up suggestion of other videos that are on your channel, so that your viewers can move from one video to another, thereby moving traffic from one video to another. So once you've done that, then the next thing to do is to add end screen to your video. This is actually very, very important, so that once someone is done watching one video, at the end of that video, they will see other suggestions, like other videos there that they can actually watch. So the right way to actually do this is to put about, let me say, 3 videos in your end screen and then add a subscribe button. So that's the right way to do it. You can also see that this is the same way that I'm actually using on mine. So it's the right way to do it, so that once someone is to get to the end of your video, there will be 3 options. Because to me, I believe a lot of people, they like having options. A lot of people like having much more options than one option. So I prefer that when you are doing that, put 3 videos there, so that they will have 3 options of videos to choose when they get to the end of any of your video. Then add a subscribe button to the middle, so that they can also click your subscribe button easily at the end of each and every one of your video. I would really advise that you guys always utilize cards and end screen together on all your videos in your channel, because this is actually a good way to be pushing traffic, or rather moving viewers from one video to another. And once you are doing this, your channel is going to be going faster, and you are going to be getting much more revenue from your videos, because your viewers are not just watching just one video when they come. They normally move and watch sometimes like 3 videos, 5 videos, because they're always seeing end screen and cards in your video. So this is actually a very good thing to be utilizing on all your video. And if you don't know how to use cards or how to use end screen, you don't know how to do it properly, then you don't have to worry. All you have to do is just watch these 2 videos. I'm going to suggest them at the end of this video. On those videos, I actually explained on how to use card and how to utilize end screen properly. So you can just stick to the end of this video if you don't know on how to do that. So you can click on that and go and watch that video. Now let's talk on video access before publishing. This has to do with if you want your video to go public immediately after uploading, or you want it to be unlisted, or you want it to be private, or you want it to be scheduled. So I will actually advise you guys to schedule your video for 24 hours before allowing it to go public. This is actually good, because it's going to give the YouTube algorithm enough time to fully analyze that your video and know the right audience for the video, so that once it's to upload, or rather go public, after 24 hours, it's going to be easier for it to just start getting views. Because in that 24 hours that you gave the video, by then YouTube already understand the audience, already have analyzed your description, your data and everything. So once that video is to go public, it's going to be much more easier for that video to start getting views, because YouTube already understand everything about the video. So make sure that you guys are doing that on your channel. The next thing to look into is your video title and your video thumbnail. So I would advise that you actually do a little bit of research on YouTube to find out the title that is actually working well for that topic, and the thumbnail that is getting the most views for that topic, or rather the thumbnail pattern that is getting the most views for that topic. So once you figure that out and you've seen that, then all you have to do is now, just make that kind of thumbnail that is working fine, and re-edit your topic to look like the ones that are doing well, and then start using that for your video, because that's actually going to help you in a long way. Because when it comes to YouTube, your title and your thumbnail actually matters a lot, because that's the first thing that people will see when they are seeing your video on their home feed. So that's the first thing they are going to see, and it's going to determine if they are going to watch or if they are going to scroll past your video. So make sure that you are doing a lot of research for that. Also, one more thing that I would like to tell you guys is that you guys should actually sharpen your skills when it comes to creating thumbnail. The reason why I'm saying this is because your thumbnail can actually determine if your video is going to get a lot of view, or if your video is just going to fail and not get a lot of view. So actually, I would advise that you guys sharpen that skills, because for me, for example, when I started on YouTube, my thumbnail, I always say it all the time, it was always horrible. But I actually sharpened my screen, and right now I'm actually using Canva for my thumbnail. So you guys can also try using Canva for your own thumbnail, because that skill is something you need to sharpen, so that you'll be able to pull in audience to your video. Once they see your video, they will just feel like, okay, let me give this video a try, because everything is looking really nice and snazzy. So make sure to sharpen your skills. It's very, very important. Now, the next thing to add on your video are hashtags and keywords in your description. Now, when it comes to hashtag actually help YouTube to understand what category your video fall into, and I would suggest that you use about 4 to 5 hashtags on each of your video when you are about to upload. Then when it comes to keywords have to do with searchable words that you know that people will be searching for when they are looking for your video. So all you have to do is just look for those searchable words, or rather you can think about them, like what keywords will people be searching for. If you can't do that, you can just ask AI. The AI will give you a lot of keywords that people will be searching for when they are looking for your video. Once you've gotten that, then add it in your description, just like the way you can see on my video right now, the way I added it on mine. So add it like that on your description, because that is going to help YouTube to easily match your video with what people are searching for, thereby giving you much more views and helping your channel grow faster and better. Now, when it comes to hashtags, or rather tags that can actually hurt your channel, or rather destroy your channel, like what I said on my title, what I'm actually talking about there is a situation where you are using, popular creators. You are using their name as your hashtags on your video, or you are using popular hashtags that do not even relate to your video at all, just so that you can use it to drive, attention, or rather views to your channel. So in a situation like that, you're actually going to be doing much more harms than good to your channel, because that is not actually going to work. So the right thing to do, use tags that relate to your videos, and everything that you are doing in the description has to relate to your video, so it can help the YouTube algorithm. So make sure that you guys are doing that and avoid doing the wrong thing in your video description. Thanks for watching. I really do appreciate you guys for sticking to the end of this video, and please do remember to smash that subscribe button to stay connected, because I post a lot of tips and tutorials on a daily basis. And also at the end of this video, you might see some of my similar videos, or you might see some of my playlists. So you can also take out some time to watch that, to learn more from my channel, because we learn every day. And that's it for that. I'll see you guys in my next video.